Hey guys, Frank here from Build Your Own, and today, you know what, I'm down here at Spud Monkeys in Gresham, Oregon, and you know what, there's a car show going on. So you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna have a look around real quick. All right guys, there's a lot of great cars here, so let's just kind of walk through and see what they got going on. We got a couple of, well, we have several lowriders right here. That's a Lincoln Town car, I'm pretty sure. That's an Impala, I'm pretty sure. This wagon's very, very nice, isn't it? It's clean. Definitely not usually my kind of car, but boy, it sure is nice, isn't it? It is. And we got this little Chevy truck right here with some upgraded wheels on it. Let's see if it's got a plaque on it so we can see what year it is, because a lot of these will. This one, it doesn't, but it is really, really, really nice looking. All right, let's move on. Guys, look at this car. This is the first one we're gonna have to stop and take a look at. This one's a 1970 Chevelle. I was just talking to the owner. This car is really nice. It's got a 396 big block in it. Look, it's got the electric fans. You know, I want to do that electric fan conversion on my truck, but it won't look anything like this. He said it's also got a 6-speed transmission, and it has actually air ride. Let's take a look in the trunk.
I bet you know it's got an house in there. No.
So there's that air ride suspension. It's also got a really, really nice stereo in there by the size of that amp, but the owner says he likes listening to the sound of the engine over music. I always like to get a shot of the inside, so let's have a quick look around on the inside. There's that 6-speed transmission. All right, let's move on. Wow, look at this car right here. It says it's a 1948 Austin A40 gasser. Look at that, it's got a lot of engine in there, doesn't it? Yeah, it does, absolutely. Look at those traction bars, if that's what you call them, down there underneath the car. The wheels all poked out. Let's take a look inside. Ooh, it's cramped in there. Kind of racy for sure. And there it is. It's got the big parachute on the back to slow it down. It's got the I always call it the Woody Woodpecker right there. That's just, I love that sticker. That's cool. I love that. I don't know what that's for. If you do, let me know down in the comments below. Now that is a Camaro. It is absolutely beautiful. Those wheels, those custom wheels, look how wide they are in the back. That is a gorgeous, gorgeous Camaro. Look at all that motor. It's exactly the kind of motor I need in my truck. That is absolutely gorgeous. It says it's a 1973 Camaro RS. Let's have a look inside. Oh, it's really nice looking in here. Very, very original looking. I don't know if you call this houndstooth interior. It's got the automatic shifter down there, but it looks all racy. Got some gauges down there. It's a nice looking car. Nice presentation. Look at this honey right here. 1934 Ford Coupe. It's a nice looking car with a beautiful, beautiful paint job that continues on into the engine on top of the air cleaner. That's super cool. Let's have a look inside real fast. Speaking of cramped interiors, it's very nice in here. Leather, looks like some suede or Alcantara on the seats. Got the nice vintage gauge cluster. It's automatic. It's really, really nice. Look at the paint job on the back. I don't know what you call that, but that looks pretty cool, doesn't it? It does. Car sounds great too, doesn't it? Yeah, I bet. Okay, so we just got in here. There's a lot more cars to look at, so let's keep going. Here's a nice little 1967 Mustang. Love those little wheels. Looks racy and red. It looks stuffed full of motor. It's a nice looking car. Back seats have been, well, all the seats have been removed except for one. All right, nice looking car. It still looks good even though there's one seat in there. And he's got a spare tire. It's a very nice looking car. It's a nice looking car. What do we got over here? Was this, do they call this a 5-window coupe or something like that? 1936 5-window coupe. Also stuffed with a bunch of motor under the hood there. A lot of motor. Not much bumper. That's a nice looking car. And look at this one here. Lil Blue, an old school hot rod. Lil Blue is looking pretty good today, right? It's definitely an older car, but it's a nice looking hot rod. I like to drive this thing around. That's a lot of motor under the hood there. Let's have a look inside real fast. A Lil Blue. Oh yeah, it looks racy and fun in there, doesn't it? I think so. Here's a 1965 Chevy Nova. This one's definitely a drag race car. I don't know if you call this one a gasser like that other one we saw. It's got some huge tires on the back. I mean, just gigantic. Let's look inside. Oh wow, it's actually really, really, really nice in here. Look at the back all finished off. It's nice in here. It's a nice presentation. It's nicer than what I thought it was going to look like. I'm not sure what you call this. It says Ford Econoline. It looks very, very racy, very, very hot roddy. It's got some side exhaust pipes sticking out on it. It's got some nice little wide wheels. and it's sitting next to this beautiful, what is this, 1955 Pontiac, it says. Also looks like one of those gassers, right, with the front end all stood up. It says 421 on the side. It's got a beautiful paint job, bumpers removed, just all motor, absolutely gorgeous in here. No surprise, the interior looks really, really nice. It looks just as nice as the outside. Love that tachometer up on the dashboard. This is a manual transmission car. It's got a ton of gauges down there in the center. Those are aftermarket, but they're still really, really nice. This is a beautiful car. Guys, check this lifted truck out. Huge lifted truck. Look how big those tires are. It looks like it's got a matching bike as well. It says break the chain. That bike also says break the chain. I think that guy down there is wearing a shirt that says break the chain. I might need to stop and talk to him. He's sitting next to a really nice old school, what is that, a Fox body Mustang? That's a really, really, really nice Mustang. Those are the kind of Mustangs I loved when I was in high school. So this car here is a 1963 Thunderbird, and they call this car Warbird, apparently. Let's take a little look around this. So it's definitely a custom trick modified car. Let's have a quick look in the interior real fast. It's actually very cool. Look, he's even got the 8 tracks out there and everything. Dice hanging from the mirror. It's got the full presentation. So here's the other side of that Fox body Mustang we were just looking at a second ago. Come up on this motor. Big old motor down there. It's all motor. This car is probably looking to race. It's all business all the time, this car probably. Quite nice. Very fun. Yeah, you can see this car's had its share of burnouts, hasn't it? Yeah. Here's a 1973 Cadillac Eldorado. It's got something under the hood that just says loose ends. I'm not sure what they're supposed to mean by that, but boy, this thing is long. I got to get back so we can get it all into the camera. But yeah, it's red with the red leather interior with room for at least 6 people in there. Right, look at that steering wheel, those big huge pedals down there. It's actually a really, really, really clean car. I like to see what it looks like with the top up. It's a nice looking car, nice presentation. Still has a decent shine on it. Oh wow, wow, wow. That is hot. That is all kinds of hot. That is a fun looking car here. That is a wow. Look at that. You can't see anything in this car, but boy, it sure is cool. It sure is a cool car. It's all louvered on the trunk, up on the hood, or I'm sorry, on the roof. It's got a coilover suspension. I can certainly see that. That's a beautiful, beautiful little hot rod, isn't it? That's definitely what you call a hot rod. That is a nice car. I think I'm starting to appreciate the hot rods. This one's really cool here. This one looks like it must have fuel injection on it or something. I'm not really sure what that whole setup is down there. This is a 1931 Ford Coupe Model A, it says, and it looks kind of cool. It's kind of in primer gray, and it's certainly not perfect, just like my old truck, but it's nice. I bet you it runs great. There are actually a lot of cars packed into this little parking lot today. Here's a nice little red Corvette here. What year is this Corvette? It's a 1979 Corvette with the T-tops. It's nice. Got the wire wheels on it. It's a good looking car. It's got a nice paint job. Let's have a quick look on the interior and then we'll move on. Nice in there, huh? It is very clean, really original. Presentation is very nice. Are those original miles? 7,300? 7,320 miles, all original. Now that explains why it looks so nice on the inside, huh? Look at this car right here. This is nice. This is a 1957 Chevy Bel Air. It's looking quite original. It's got the curb feelers on it and everything. It's a nice car. They got a huge teddy bear in here. Nice interior. Looks really, really, really original. It's a very nice looking car. The paint is absolutely gorgeous. It's sitting next to this other equally beautiful car. Wow, look at it. Now this one's definitely got some custom work on the inside. There's a trophy that it probably won some time ago. Let's have a look around here, see what kind of car this is. It's a 1958 Chevy Impala. Let's take a step back so you can actually get another look at it. It also has that thing that says loose ends. Maybe it's the same owner as that Cadillac Eldorado, that red one we were looking at, that also said loose ends. This one's got a really nice looking engine in there. Looks really, really cool. There's even a fire extinguisher in the front. Never seen that before. Here's a 1955 Chevy, looking very nice. This is a nice little car. It's got a nice motor in there. Looks great. The interior is very attractive. It's a good looking car. Let's take a nice look at that. That's a nice car, isn't it? Then look at this beautiful car right here. I'm not sure what it is. We got to walk up on this bad boy. It's quite beautiful. Wow. It's a nice looking car. Let's look in the interior, then we'll actually try to find out what it is. Nice car. You may already know what it is before I even tell you. I don't even know if it has a card in the window. It does. This is a 1957 Star Chief, it says. 1957 Star Chief. Is that a Pontiac? Guys, look at this. This one might be my favorite one of the show already, and I haven't even gotten halfway through the show. 1966 Chevy Chevelle SS. It's got the 572 in it. This car is all business. It's absolutely beautiful. It's perfect. I'd like to drive this car around right now. Look at that interior. You got the bucket seats, black leather interior, the bucket seats. You got aftermarket gauges, little GT Grant steering wheel on there. This is a nice little car, a nice car. Let's get a look at this bad boy from the back. This is really nice. Love the wheels, got the Krager SS wheels on it. It's all correct. So sitting next to this is this beautiful 1961 Chevy Impala, and it's looking really, really nice. Love the engine. You know, since getting my Chevy truck, man, I think if I had to pick which kind of cars I like the most when it comes to muscle cars and vintage cars, I guess I'd probably have to say Chevys. They just do it for me. I like it. Speaking of which, look at this one here. It says Black Mariah. This one is. It's a nice car. 1956 Chevy Bel Air. It's got a 383 stroker, makes 477 horsepower and 491 pound-feet of torque. It's absolutely gorgeous. Totally straight down the side. This car is really cool. It's nice inside too. Somebody did some upgrading on the interior, maybe. I mean, I don't know if that's stitched, if that was always there. Is that factory? Is that look factory? I don't know if it is. That's really cool. One way or the other, it's a nice car. Look, it's got the digital gauge cluster in there. It's got a 5-speed transmission. This is a really, 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 really nice car, isn't it? It's absolutely beautiful. So sitting next to that 56 Chevy Bel Air, we got this 1932 Ford 5-window coupe, and this thing is absolutely beautiful. I don't even usually like blue cars, but boy, that blue is it just looks right on that, with the black wheels, with the center, with the dog dish caps on there, if that's what you call it. It's just a very beautiful car. Right next to that, we got a 1966 Camaro RS in white. It looks very nice. It looks very factory original. I see the houndstooth interior in there. Let's have a look. Yep. You got the, what is that, the gated shifter, I think they call it. They got all the gauges down there in the center console down there. That looks very, very nice. You got the wood grain upgrade. That was probably an upgrade back in the day to have the wood grain interior. Here's the back of it. It's a nice looking car. I don't know a lot about originality, so I'm not usually one to point that kind of stuff out, but it looks pretty original to me. I think we need to take one more look at this 56 Chevy, because it's just so nice, isn't it? It's just a nice car. It's just a nice car. We gotta look at it. It's hard to get in over here. I don't want to get in too tight, so let's move on. Looks like right here we got 1969 Volkswagen Dune buggy right here. That's kind of fun looking, isn't it? Totally. It reminds me of some cartoon I used to watch when I was a kid, and I can't remember the name of it at all, but it's a stick shift. It's fun. It's got a little motor. Let's take a look at the motor in the back there. There's the motor all up under there. It's got a fiberglass body. I just saw the fiberglass under there. It's got a fiberglass body. And that one also says loose ends like those other two cars, as is this one. So maybe it's the same owner with all these. This is a 1933 LaSalle. Never heard of it, but it's nice looking. Usually these kind of cars aren't normally my thing. Do they call these pre-war, I guess, perhaps? Maybe, I don't know. Don't quote me on that. But this one, it's got a beautiful color. Beautiful color. Love the red wheels. The interior is really nice. Look at that wood. The wood's nice. It looks nicely preserved and very original. Don't know if it's had a restoration or not, but it's really nice. So sitting on the other side of this 66 Chevelle, which I said is my favorite car so far of this event, is this another Corvette. We saw another one like this a little bit ago. We saw a white one. I think it was a 79. This one says it's a 1977 Corvette. We're going to try to look at every car at this show. Why not? It's not too big not to do that. Every car deserves to be on the channel. So check this out, guys. Obviously this is my kind of thing right here. Here's a 1965 Chevy C10, and this is not original. That I'm sure of. Look at that motor under there. Woo-hoo! absolutely beautiful. It's sitting right next to that 1977 Corvette we were just looking at. Let's have a look inside. Oh, the interior is nice. Nice. I don't know if it's a manual transmission or an automatic. I'm not really sure. It looks like it's got one of those little Grant Racing steering wheels. It's got the aftermarket stereo. Love the interior. Ooh, like the truck bed. It's got the wood in there. That is a nice touch. Like that a lot. This is a nice truck. It sits just nice. Here's a better look at that truck from the other side. Now we can actually see how it sits. It sits a little bit better, and it's sitting next to a really fast little Subaru. I don't know if you know, but here in Oregon, specifically in the Portland, Oregon area, you got a lot of fast Subarus. This one looks like it's had probably some stuff done to it, I'm sure. What year is this? I can't even see. An 11. It's a 2011 WRX STI. WRX. It looks nice. I like it. It's a nice looking car. Ooh, I like the wheels on there. What is that called? The Impreza? Would this be an Impreza with the little hatchy back on there? It's got the little Cobb tuning. You see that on a lot of these Subarus because I think Cobb tuning is local, and they make really fast Subarus, and that's why I said there's a lot of fast Subis out here. Look at that there, 1967 Dodge Charger. It's sitting next to this 2011 Subi WRX. It's a nice car. That's got the fastback. I'm pretty sure that's the fastback. Let's take a look at this motor. I don't know enough about these to call off that motor, but you can tell that it's very original in here. It's a nice looking car. Definitely original wheels. Let's have a look in the interior. Got the seats folded down. Got a matching die-cast car in there. Very original. And it looks good. It presents very, very nicely. It's a nice looking car, isn't it? I think so. Oh, wow. Wow. I was gonna take a look at this car, and we're gonna come back to that in a second, but look at this orange. I don't know if that's a Chevy truck. Let's get up on this really quick just to verify. 1970 Ford F100, and it's got some shade of orange paint, and it's been lowered. Look at those wheels. It's just, obviously it's on airbags, I'm quite sure. It's absolutely gorgeous. They have the seats wrapped so nobody gets them dirty. Oh, they're not done with them yet. I think they're still working on this car because the door panels aren't on this truck. They're still working on it, but it's absolutely gorgeous. Oh yeah, you can see the tanks back here. The rear end and everything looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? There's the gas tank. Wow, what a presentation. It's a nice looking truck, huh? Yeah, it is. All right, let's pick up where we were going. So this car we were gonna look at is a 1948 Dodge two-door deluxe looking. It looks kind of really cool. It looks like it's got a bunch of motor under there. I see an aluminum radiator. Yeah, it says Mopar Performance, so it's got some engine under there. It's got some oil leaks too. I can see those oil leaks as well. Still a cool car. Nonetheless, my truck's got some issues as well, and I still love it. Interior, really nice. Look at the wood in there. Super cool car. So yeah, love the sun visor up here. That's awesome. Look at the vent. That probably pipes in fresh air into the interior, I bet. And it's really nice. Sits super low too, huh? Factory. Nice car, probably an aftermarket engine. It's a nice car. And check this out, I'm pretty sure this gentleman is the original owner, and or it's either been in the family their entire life, because they've got all the documentation right here, even pictures from back in the day. Isn't that super cool? It is. Okay, so we came in over here and we looked at these lowriders, and then we looked at that Chevy truck, and then we walked all down here and checked out the Camaro and the hot rods down there, and those gassers, and that super hot rod that's sitting in the middle. We kind of took a look at that monster truck over there, and we've already went back in there, and we already went in here, but there's still cars all the way back up over there, and sort of kind of in the back there. So let's walk and up against that other building. So let's go down these other rows and check out the rest of these cars. Okay, so we're headed down this other row, and first thing we see here is this Mustang here, looking racy with some drag slicks on it, bunch of motor. Looks like it's got its factory original color on it. It's a 1967 Ford Mustang. All right, let's move on. Wow, right behind me, almost bumped into, is a 1970 AAR Cuda, and it is looking quite nice and very original under there. Look at all that motor under there. It looks good. Look at the side exit exhaust pipes. I love those. I wanted that on my truck, but anybody I ever talked to always talks to me against it, so maybe I won't get it. I don't know. I hear something coming over here. Let's take a look real fast. That's a nice looking Chevelle right there. We're gonna have to catch him a little bit later. So in front of this Mustang right here, we've got this fastback Mustang. What is this, like one of those Mach 1 Mustangs, I believe. Let's double check the year here. 1970 Ford Mustang fastback, they say. So it doesn't say Mach 1, it just says fastback. It's got a nice paint job on it. It's got the louvers in the window. It's got a spoiler in the back. Got the bucket seats. It's a nice looking car. Automatic transmission. We got another truck over here. This is definitely a Chevy truck. Not sure, probably somewhere in the 70s here. They're still probably doing work on this truck. It's got some huge tires on it. Let's go take a look at it from the front. So this is a 1970 Chevy C10. I think that was the same year as that other one, wasn't it? Maybe it was, I'm not sure. This one's got a ton of motor in it. Woo! Got the Willwood brakes. I can see that on the brake booster over there. It's a nice, oh, it's a Cheyenne. Oh yeah, well, you know, mine's a Cheyenne too. That's nice. Nice. I don't know what the interior looks like. Let's take a quick look inside. Oh, the interior's not bad at all. The interior's not bad at all. This is a nice little truck. This is a nice little truck. You know, if I ever get another truck, I'm gonna do one low. I'm gonna have a low truck like this. My next truck, if it's not a diesel truck, will be a low truck. All right, guys, check this out. It's a 1957 Chevy two-door wagon, and it looks quite nice, doesn't it? Beautiful paint job. It's a nice car. It's got Willwood brakes on it. It's a nice car, isn't it? Look at the interior. Nice little interior. Manual transmission. It's quite nice. All right, guys, let's take a look at some of these other cars over here. We got to jump around a little bit. There's quite a few people here today. This is a 1936 Ford two-door hardtop, I think it said. It's kind of cool. Definitely hot roddy. This is what I would call a ZZ Top kind of car. 1933 Ford three-window coupe. I don't know if it's steel body or all original or anything like that, but it's very nice. Let's take a look over here real fast. Look at the engine on this one. Yep, got a lot of engine. That's my new thing. I like seeing these cars stuffed full of engine. That one's got it for sure. Let's take a look over here at this one here. Oh yeah, that one's got a different little setup, but it's actually quite nice. Let's have a look inside. Very nice looking. I love the whole chrome steering column. I'd like to do that in the truck. That is really, really nice. Don't know if they have that option for the truck to make it easy. Guys, this is a 1940 Ford business coupe. Want to make sure we got this one in. It's down at the end of the line. It's a nice, clean looking car. Those wheels just look really great. Love the wire wheels, love the white wall tires. Let's take a look. Everybody's got a big Edelbrock carburetor today, it seems like. Let's take a look on the interior. Oh, very nice in here. It's a nice looking presentation in here. Nice car. I wonder how it drives. Guys, this car here is a 1974 Cadillac coupe, I believe it is. This little Nissan Rogue looks like it's entered into the car event, and yeah, it is a 2020 Nissan Rogue. I called it. I actually probably did a build-in price on this car. What I want to look at is this Ford Mustang right here. Is this a GT350 or a GT350R is the question. It is a GT350 2016. Is that the chalk white color? I'm not sure, but it looks fantastic. Talk about a car stuffed full of motor. This one is definitely stuffed full of motor. We know the interior is going to look really nice, and it does. Very modern. Got your Alcantara on your steering wheel. Super stubby short shifter there. Totally stubby. They even had the chassis number on a placard on the dash over there. I don't know if you can see that. All right, let's move on. Here's a 1967 Ford Mustang. Got a lot of tire under it. Love the air dam splitter in the front. This is a nice little car right here. Got a lot of motor under it. It says it's got a 347 stroker is what it said. It's got a really nice paint job. Bucket seats. The leather looks fantastic. Looks like a 5-speed transmission maybe. Got some digital gauges in it. This is a nice little car. Let's check it out from the back here. Yeah, that's a nice car. And as I'm talking, more cars are pouring into the show. I don't think you can go to a car show without seeing a Hearse sometimes. I know. And so here's a Hearse. You gotta see this. Let's get up on this. What is it? 1981 Cadillac Hearse. And they got it all. Let's take a look inside here. Let's have a look down the back, complete with casket and bones. People, oh wow, look at this guy's moving and everything. All right, let's move on. Let's take a look at this Hearse from the other side because it's long and it's even pulling a trailer with another casket in the back. It says coffin wood on the back. See, check it out. It was worth a coming back here to look at this whole thing because it's a complete presentation, isn't it? Yeah, it is. It's pretty cool. Oh, and check that out. Oh, wow, really? Let me step back from that. Oh, wow. Look at that. You know what? All these cars are honeys. I was going to say, you know what? Here's another honey of a car. It's a 1964. What is that? Ford Ranchero. And it is really nice. Got the Hala brand knockoff wheels on there. Are you kidding me? The wheels are absolutely gorgeous. Nice little motor under there. The bed is absolutely beautiful. The bed is beautiful. The interior is absolutely gorgeous. It's got a 4-speed manual transmission. It too has a Grant steering wheel. Maybe if I ever decide to change my steering wheel out, maybe I'll get a Grant steering wheel. I don't know. Nice little car. It's sitting next to that AAR Cuda that we saw when we first walked down this aisle here. All right, so we've gone down here. Let's move on. Now, here's a sweet car right here, 1970 Buick GS. That's a nice car. 455 convertible on top of it. That is a nice car. It's sitting next to another one of those fast Subarus. Yeah, nice car. Let's get up on this one, see what year this one is, see if they show it. This one is a 2016. That other one was a 2011. Yeah, nice presentation on this one. Super lowered. Let's have a look inside really fast because it looks like it's got some custom seats in there, which it does. Got a seriously custom steering wheel and shifter. Got a lot going on. They got their GoPro set up on the... This drag racing car right here is a 1947 Plymouth. It looks like one of those gassers too. It's all stood up really high. It even has a spring front end, spring front suspension, and a straight axle in the front. That's how they rolled back in the day. That car looks very original. Let's come down and look at this engine. Oh wow, look at that. Let's look in here. Yeah, it's business in there, isn't it? Yeah, this car is absolutely beautiful. 1967 Chevy Chevelle in red, looking right, with the right wheels on it, the Krager SS wheels. It is super nice. This car right here is a 1940 Oldsmobile touring sedan. Looks like it's got all the features on it, doesn't it? It's got the visor over the window. Look at all the wood trim panel along the door and along the whole body of the car. Actually, it's got that wood trim. Look at the beautiful seats. All very original, beautiful wood. It's got an aftermarket stereo on it. Look at the setup in the back. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna reach in there, but I'll put the camera in there. That looks pretty cool. Yeah, nice little car. Paint job is really nice. Very nice. And that car is sitting next to this little 1929 Ford Roadster that is looking quite fun. I love this bright color. I love the flames on it. Little racy little engine. The little trick headers on the trick exhaust headers. Those look really fun right there. It's a nice little presentation. I like that car. Guys, check that out. You see what that says? That says Callaway. And this looks to be one of those original Callaway Corvettes, huh? That is super cool. I haven't seen one of these since, I don't know, a magazine, like a long time ago. An all original, true Callaway Corvette. This one's a 1987. So I've been talking to the owners, guys. He's a really cool guy. This car has about 80-ish, 82,000 miles on it. This is a twin turbo, and it put out about 345-ish horsepower. The coolest thing, though, to let you know how vintage and period correct that this car actually is it's got the LeBras on there, and that was a brand that you either know about that from back in the day or you don't. I just want to make sure that you can get that. Wow, look at this car. Ooh, it's got a lot of tire on it. It's got what they call a racing fuel cell in back. It's got a full racing cage in it. This car is all about going fast, and it looks fantastic. It's got one of those really fast performance shifters in there. It's got the racing seats with the harnesses in there and everything. Nice little gauge package, huge tachometer up on the dashboard. What kind of car is this? This car is a 1964 Chevy Nova. It's sitting next to a 1955 Chevy Bel Air, and it looks to be in a salmon color with maybe like some kind of green color roof on it. It's quite interesting. You see the roof? Is it green or is it gray? It's the same color as the seats here, and it's a nice presentation. They do have some aftermarket gauges in there, and you know, there's nothing wrong with that. You need to know about how the car is doing, and it's a nice looking car, and it seems to be for sale. Guys, look at this Chevelle. I think it's a Chevelle. I'm not really sure if it's a Chevelle, if it's an Impala. I don't know. All I know is that it is absolutely beautiful. I don't know if I want it more than that white Chevelle, that 66, but boy, maybe I need both of these in the garage. This car is absolutely gorgeous. I love the paint color. 67 Chevelle. This one's nice. It's just like there's a white 66 over there that's very nice. This one sits just, yeah, this is a nice car. It's a beautiful car. Look at the interior, the bucket seats, the light color. It's got a 5-speed transmission, the digital gauge cluster. This thing is presenting just right, isn't it? It's a nice car. Let's look in the trunk, because I think it's all really clean back there. Oh yeah, he's got the air suspension. I think that's an air suspension back there. Is that what that is? Yeah, it is. That is a nice car. I just saw the gentleman. He's the one who told me it was a 67. And boy, he spent all the money on this bad boy, didn't he? Okay guys, we just went down here and looked at all these cars down here. So now officially, we've looked at all these cars over here. Surely somebody's pulled in a fresh car, one or two. And so we'll take one more walk around before we actually leave. But now, let's go down here, because a lot of cars are funneling in this way. And so let's go check it out. Check this out, guys. Here's a 1969 Plymouth Roadrunner. He's got a whole plaque card right here with all the different information. This is a nice car, definitely factory original, paint color. It's quite attractive. I like it. Let's have a look on the inside. See what it looks like. It's got the black interior. It's got a manual transmission. It's a beautiful car. It's got that good smell. You know how these cars smell? It's got that good smell in it. Well, that guy's leaving. That's a Cobra. That's probably a factory 5 kit. It's probably not original, but it's still a really nice Cobra. Wanted to catch him on the way out. Now let's go back to what we were doing. This right here is a 1974 or 1975 Plymouth Duster. Yeah, 1974, 1975. 1975 Plymouth Duster. Looking quite original. Nice car. Got the bucket seats, automatic transmission. It looks very original in here and very nice. I don't think this Ford Mustang is in the show, but it is quite nice. Is this a GT 350 as well? This one's a GT 350 as well. It's all in black, and it's actually sitting right behind the one we already looked at. Right, we already looked at that one over there, which was a 2016. I'm not sure what year this one is. It doesn't even have plates on it yet. So they just got it, and it's sitting next to, because these cars right here, not all these might not be in the show. I'm not quite sure. This Chevy truck, however, with the hood up, probably is. It is, and it's a 1972 Chevy C10. That seems to be the way. It looks like it's got an LS1 swap, an LS swap in it. Yeah, buddy, I'd like to talk to this owner and find out how much work that was. LS swap, I've heard lots of good things about it. Don't know if I'd want to actually tackle the project. This is probably a sweet honey of a truck. Look how it sits. It's got the American racing wheels on it. It's got a beautiful interior. Is that still the factory steering wheel? That looks like a steering wheel that might have been off an old Camaro or something. I mean, I don't really know, but it doesn't look like it actually matches the vehicle for some reason. But yeah, nice truck. I remember seeing cars like this just drive around back in the day. Was this a Buick Regal or something like that? I'm not really even sure what kind of car this is, but it's really nice. I know it's an Oldsmobile or a Buick or something like that. Let's look around on the back and see if it's got, yeah, it's a Regal. It's a Buick Regal. I'm not sure what year it is. It's got a huge sunroof in it. It's got a nice black paint job. It's a nice car. Another one with one of those Grant looking aftermarket steering wheels, although I don't think that one said Grant. It's definitely got the crushed velour interior in there. And so yeah, Buick Regal. Hey guys, this is a 1965 Lincoln Continental, looking quite nice. And it's got these, it's got like a triple carburetor setup on it, Phi-Tech, and I think that's EFI. So somebody's been trying to hopefully make a little power in this car, and that's kind of cool. It's got some aftermarket headlights on it or something like that that does something fun. Yeah, there's a lot of engine here. I mean, it's just stuffed full of engine. I would think it's kind of probably difficult to work on that thing. The engine bay is full. Here's the interior. Definitely very, very original and very, very nice. So guys, let's check out some of these cars along the wall of this building. I don't know all of these. This is a Chevelle SS. This looks pretty cool. Here we got a convertible Corvette that looks really nice. Here we got, what is this, a BMW Z3M, I think it might be. Let's take a look around the, well, it just says M in the back, so I can't remember what years these were. These were early 2000s these cars came out. I think they had a straight six with somewhere about 335 horsepower. This one says Dynan in the back, and if you know anything about BMWs, Dynan is an aftermarket tuner, so if it has any Dynan parts on it, it could potentially be a little bit faster. This car right here is a Honda S2000. These are very, very cool. Those were very much a tuner cars back in the day. Sitting next to this really cool Corvette. I'm not sure what year it is. It looks like it's a, no, it's not a split window, but it is a very nice Corvette. Let's get up on this one. It's got the American Racing wheels, huge exhaust pipes under there. The interior, it's a 4-speed manual transmission. It's very nice in here. This is a nice car. Let's take a look at this car from the back. Wow. That is a nice, nice car. I sure would like to cruise around in this car. Do I like it better than that 66 Chevelle? Nope. What do we got here? See, everybody's just pouring in. There's a Mercedes C63 AMG right over there. Everybody's pouring in. So this red Corvette sitting next to this yellow Corvette, and I can see inside the engine bay, it says supercharged. So that Corvette has a supercharger on it. Corvette sitting next to this black Corvette, which is sitting next to this Dodge Charger that's got a lot. It says Scat Pack Dodge Charger 392 with some huge wheels on it. It's got a rack on the top. It's actually a really cool car. The presentation, I like the wheels, how they have all this on the wheels. I think those are stickers. Yeah, I can kind of tell that they are, but that looks really, really cool. I like it. Nice car. There was a time that I wanted a 392, but I wanted the SRT 392, which came out, I think, in 2015, maybe 2016. Check this out, guys. 1966 Chevy Malibu. Nice little car. Look, he's even got a die-cast car sitting up on top of the air cleaner right there. Even has a factory battery, old school battery in there. Man, this guy's trying to keep this car period correct, and that is very, very nice. The paint looks fantastic. Bucket seats on this bad boy. Black fuzzy dice. You got the tachometer. It smells good in here. It smells really good in here. Seats look great. It's a nice car. It's sitting next to this beautiful Harley Davidson motorcycle. It says it's a 2003 Harley Davidson V-Rod that they call Thor, apparently. That's a nice, nice motorcycle. Sitting next to a very nice Mustang. What year is this Mustang? Maybe a 7? No, it's a 2008 Ford Mustang Bullet. They said silver Bullet, but Bullet, was that a trim level? Was Bullet a trim level in 2008? One way or the other, and then they have a Cobra badge on it. So it's got a lot going on. Here's another Bel Air. You know what? I particularly like these Bel Airs. This car is really nice. It's very nice. Let's come in here, take a look at the interior really quick. It's nice looking. It's got the bucket seats. I don't know, is that a manual transmission? It could be. I'm not sure. Automatic transmission, 1957. This is a nice car. Got the electric fan set up on it. Very nice. 7 Chevy Bel Air is sitting next to this 1934 Dodge pickup that's kind of looking kind of fun. It's got American Racing wheels on it too. A lot of these have those American Racing wheels on there. Look, it's got the Dodge Ram on the front, which is super cool. I like that. Got the Mopar Performance under there, Holly Carb on there. Let's take a look at the interior really fast. Very nice looking truck. Here's the bed. It's a nice looking truck. Let's get a little back shot here. It looks good. Sitting next to that 57. Nice looking setup. Check this Cadillac out. 1966 Cadillac Coupe de Ville. 2-door. It is just from here to there. It is really long. There's a bunch of trophies in the back of this thing. It's one Willamette Valley street rods I see back there. It's a nice car. And it has that beautiful vintage old car smell, and that's not a bad smell. It's a good smell. It's a nice car. Guys, this car here is a 1979 Camaro Rally Sport, all original. It's got about 130,000 miles on it, and I was talking to the owner. She's putting a lot of work into it. She drives it daily. It's a pretty nice car. Let's take a look on the interior real quick. Looks pretty good. The dash is actually in really good shape. It's gonna need some new door cards. I know she's putting new door cards in there and things like that. It's a nice car. 1932 Ford. Is that a highboy you call it, and a kind of sort of a woody setup? I mean, they've even carried that theme into the engine, which is very unique. I'm not sure how any of that works, but it looks Interesting. That little hot rod sitting next to this little hot rod, which is a 1967 Volkswagen Bug. And you know what? My battery's getting low on my camera, so we better hurry up and just get on through this. So let's keep having a look around. Nice cars here. That one's definitely very racy with a lot of engine in it. I don't know what that is. That might be a Nova. I'm pretty sure that one's a Nova with a lot of engine in it. There's another Buick Regal. Here's a nice little racy Ford Highboy, something like that. Well, I don't know if it's a Ford Highboy. It's got a Chevy motor in it. I shouldn't probably try to call out the name, but it's a nice little package. That looks fun on a day like today. We got this nice little Corvette out here. Little Corvette convertible, this little C4 convertible, not sure what year it is. Nice little convertible. We got a cool little Trans Am over here. That's a Trans Am, a little Pontiac, looking quite nice. Let's have a look on the interior. Yep, that looks cool. Got the bird on that, got the 400 engine in there. Pontiac, that looks very nice. Pontiac right here. Grandma had a lot of motor under the hood. This guy said this was his grandmother's car, and it's a nice car. It's got a lot of motor on there. I think he likes to go fast in that car. What is that? It says it's a Chevy Ventura. I thought it was, oh, Pontiac Ventura. I thought it was a Nova, or a Chevelle, I should say, but I think Pontiac made something similar. Here's a nice Mustang right here, and it says 351 on the hood, and it also says Mach 1. So that's a Mach 1 Mustang with a Cleveland 351. Love the front air dam down there below. Okay, moving on, we got this old truck here. I'm not sure if that's a Chevy or a Ford, and like not everyone has a plaque in the window. This is definitely a Ford coupe here. That's definitely a Chevy truck there. And I'm not sure what we have here. It says this is a 1953 Packard, it says actually. This is a 1953 Packard, and guaranteed it's very, very original. Very cool. Very cool. Let's have a look in here. Yeah, 1953 Packard. And you know what? It has that vintage car smell. And you know what? I just love that smell. Let's take a look back. Very nice. Did you see the emblem on this hood? Look at that. Was that a swan of some sorts? Look at that. That is very cool, isn't it? I bet you, you know what? This paint's kind of old and dry, but I bet you put a little buff on it, I bet you it'd still shine up a little bit. Looks like we have a Nissan Z car here with a bunch of kit on it. All right, guys, so we've officially walked all of the Spud Monkey Bar and Grill car show here in Gresham, Oregon. But I know other cars have come and gone, so what I want to do, and my battery's going low, what I want to do is I want to take one more walk around and highlight any cars that might have come in that we didn't see before, and then we're gonna wrap it up. See, like we didn't see this honey of a car right here. I don't know what car this is. I don't know what year it is. Looks like it's probably a Ford 5-window coupe of some sorts, and he's got his hood up so we can take a look at the motor. So let's take a look at the motor in here, and on the inside looks very nice. It's a nice looking car. Look at this lifted Chevy. I'm not even sure what it is. Custom 10 or Custom Deluxe. It's Chevy Custom Deluxe. I'm not even sure, but it's beautiful. It says it's got 1972 on the license plate, so I'm gonna assume it's a 1972. I saw it driving in. It's absolutely gorgeous. Look at this red Impala. It's looking very nice. It says 327 on it. We're gonna check out that motor stuff in a minute. Nice interior. Says for sale in the back. Looks nice. Here's a honey of a truck right here. This looks nice. Nice and original, huh? It's a very nice truck. It's beautiful. Yes, it is. It's a nice interior.
There's original carpet in it.
What do you got going on back here? This for another project?
This is my Mustang I have at home.
Ah.
I just didn't have time to take it out.
Yep, gotcha. Why not? Beautiful truck. That is nice. Buddy. good? I mean, it sounds good. Like, particularly good, huh? Listen to that. Ooh, buddy. Look at that color, too. Beautiful. A nice car. That's nice. That's nice. Woo. Yep. Big old sway bar down there. Guys, look at this Camaro. All resto-modi looking. It's got the Willwood brakes on it. Huge tires in the back. Gorgeous paint job. Beautiful shade of gray. Got these racing bucket seats. Got a 6-speed manual transmission. Custom Momo wheel. It's very nice. I'm not sure what kind of wheels those are. It's riding on some Michelin Pilots. It's a nice car. Nice car here. I think that's a Dodge Charger RT. Got a little drag racer there with a lot of motor on it. Looks very nice, looks very racy. Guys, look at this truck. I think I see this truck around. This little Chevy Cheyenne lower that looks kind of racy. It's a nice little truck, isn't it? I bet you it's got a nice little motor underneath it. Let's take a peek inside real quick. Oh, that's a nice little truck. Oh yeah, that's a nice little truck. And I think about the only car we didn't see so far might be this little El Camino right here. What year is this? This is a nice little El Camino. 1970 El Camino in black, looking quite nice. So yeah, I think we've gone over this whole car show. We're looking at it from a different perspective. We came in over here, we came and looked at all these cars over here, and then we walked all the way across, all the way to that back corner, all the way around there. So we've seen all the cars at this car show. So yeah, we're down here at Spud Monkey's Bar and Grill in Gresham, Oregon. They're having a car show today. What's today? Today is June 12th. I hope you had fun checking this out. I certainly did. It's been a long time since I've gone to a car show, and there's gonna be other ones coming up. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because, well, I'm gonna be doing other car events. The summer's coming up on us. The season is here. Thanks for watching. Look at that sweet Chevelle down by my truck. All right, we're out of here.